Welcome, acolytes. Today I am reacting to IMALLEXX is uncornerly evil, unironically damn irrelevant. From WillyMacShow. A new drama, a new day, a new freaking thing to say. Hey, this actually rhymed. I didn't expect that. Okay, irrelevant. But as it is, let's see what he has to say about IMALLEXX, because I actually, from the looks of it, I assume, I don't know, but I assume it's a Minecraft YouTuber. Probably. So let's just get this assumption out of the way. And you all know, if it's a Minecraft YouTuber, we all know what that actually means. Not gonna spell it out in the first 30 seconds of the or 5 minutes of the video, because YouTube doesn't like it. So, let's just start and see what it's all about. And by the way, if you like my content, leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment, press the notification button. Oh, I love this. I love this beginning. Don't know why, but I love it.
He's a commentary channel good guy who's built his brand on lies. He's falsely reporting people as abusers.
Oh, it's a commentary channel. F me. Well, I mean, I'm gonna be honest now, the commentary side of YouTube is getting a lot of shade after it. And I basically said it a long time ago. I said, hey, after the freaking reactions YouTuber gonna get their shit, actually the next on the chopping block are the commentary YouTubers. Because nobody likes them. I actually like commentary YouTubers if it's made well enough. And I mean, if they actually do their due diligence and look up the stuff that they are actually watching. Because for me, commentary is exactly that. You actually inform yourself fully, appropriately, just watch what you're doing. And that's why I am not saying that I am not a commentary YouTuber. I am definitively a reaction YouTuber because, well, I react to content. And yes, some commentary channels are basically reaction channels. That's why I was freaking annoyed and actually quite confused at the start, because when I seen commentary and reaction channels, I was like, what the F is actually this about? Because those are basically the same thing. But no, at the end, commentary is quite different if you do it correctly. If you don't, it's basically a reaction. Basically, it's to 99% the same if you do it wrongly. If you do it correctly and you actually do commentary and inform yourself, it's something totally different. And I just got out of the thing, and yeah, if he wrongly accuses people, very bad.
Having integrity is not something you should do because of the fact that it's going to make you less money but keep your career going on for a long time.
While accusing not one, but two of his friends of horrible things. I don't know why I have to make...
And by the way, I don't believe that. If you have integrity, that's something that everyone should... Then you will find... I think less people that actually watch it, because simply most people that want to watch toxic stuff just will... I don't mean drama specifically, because a little bit of drama, watching a little bit of drama isn't the worst thing you can do, but being toxic about it. And people who are toxic, they will find this very amusing, and also other will find toxic things entertaining. So yeah, that's just how it is. But at the end of the day, if you actually build up your name, your career, your freaking channel on decent ideas, you will definitively get less people watching it. But you also get people that actually watch it that are decent. And you will be way happier with it. Or that's at least what I believe.
This clear, but I don't want to be friends with someone who admits to be controlling of a 14-year-old.
Ed told me about 4 or 5 days ago now that he was a diagnosed sociopath. He is coming from a position of severe power, and these girls looked up to him. They were younger girls, they're more impressionable, and they looked up to him. It was easy prey for the man.
He doesn't know any of this. He doesn't know anything. He just went forward with the story because he thought it made him look good.
Having integrity is something you should do because having integrity makes you an actual human being.
Meanwhile, this guy's been exposed for hitting his girlfriend. I insulted you. I shouldn't have kicked you. Breaking her equipment when she fled the house. I will be fine without you. You're nothing without me. I'm going to kill you. I'm going to break your neck.
Now, when it's too late, you admit that you did everything.
Okay. Okay, this is some freaking bad stuff. Damn. Poh. F me.
Wrong. But when it actually matters, when you should lay down like a good fucking dog, just do the normal route, but a normal girlfriend.
Yeah, acting like this is all just me, and that's something you really need to fucking fix.
I'm gonna fucking bash your fucking head against the wall with a brick if you don't shut the fuck up.
Muda put it best when he says it's always the squeaky clean nice guys, I swear. What a weirdo. And when the allegations are going to come out about...
And yes, those are always the squeaky. And the thing is, he abuses the person like that. What I never understood, like, okay, I understand because I had the same situation when I was very young. It came, like, yes, I had actually an abusive partner. And someday, I just whacked her. I just told, okay, enough is enough. She attacked me with a freaking stool, throwing at me. I was like, nope, not happening again. I slapped her. And since then, I just said, nope, no toxicity anymore, like that. And at some point, if you're actually in a toxic relationship like that, like, for F's sake, the person, or in this case, the girl just has to say no. That's, what the F? Are you shitting me? That's not appropriate at all. F me. Like, at some point, for fuck's sake.
Alex and his abuse, he threatens to frame his girlfriend as the abuser. If you keep posting things, it's going to be a huge problem. She replies for you, and he insists for us.
I have so many mind-numbing conversations with YouTubers where they're like, yeah, but he's my mate. And I'm like, did you read the fucking allegations? Did you read, like, the 7 TikTok videos that were posted about that fucker?
Life imitates art. This stuff gets a little toxic. I need a breath of fresh air.
Fumes again.
Fume has no vapor, no nicotine, no battery. It's just flavored air, and it's part of a whole new movement towards better habits. Or as I like to call it, my favorite toy to fidget with. I've been using Fume for over 6 months. It's really fun. My girlfriend's always trying to steal it from me. It comes in a whole variety of flavors. Crispin is by far my favorite, but I've been on a bit of an orange vanilla kick lately.
Good.
I often used to find myself going to the kitchen for another snack when I was bored, or grabbing a 4th cup of coffee, even though I definitely don't need it. Whereas now I just play around with the Fume a bit, get that little stimulant of flavor when needed, and I'm right back to work. Fume has served over 300,000 customers, and you could be their next success story. So head over to try.
I'm gonna be honest, I never understood why somebody would smoke. I never did. Because it tastes like shit. If it at least tasted good, I would understand the thing behind it. But something like Fume, okay, good. If it tastes good, I understand why somebody would want it. I mean, if you know, you can... I actually smoked shisha, but with non-drug related things. I get like volcano stones, drank in water, and just did that. So no drugs in it, no, it's not what you think. It was just, this was basically flavored water. It just felt good in the lungs if you just got some warm freaking dump in your lungs. It just felt good, to be honest. Like that's all. It tasted good and it felt good. Sometimes I even inhale like just warm water just to get down, just to be a bit more down to earth, just relax a bit, and it just being in the warmth. It's super relaxing at one point. Or just taking a bath. Normally I shower, but 2 times in a year, a freaking hot bath and just laying down, chilling is beautiful. So yeah, but I still never understand why people smoke. Don't do.
Tryfume.com/WillyMac or scan the QR code and use code WillyMac to get your free Fume base when you order the Journey Pack today. Thank you, Fume, for sponsoring this video.
Girls don't choose the nice guys. And you're a nice guy, but you're fat and you're fucking gay.
IMALLEXX is a commentary YouTuber that has built his brand on the image of being a hyper self-aware good guy.
But you know what the best thing you could do to keep your career alive is? Do you want to know what it is? Do you want to know what the best thing you could do if you are a self-serving, arrogant, ignorant asshole?
Be good.
Damn, he couldn't do it, huh? Alex has had not one, not two, but 3 girlfriends come forward, showing how verbally and even physically abusive he could be. Where's Jest? I'm very angry. I'm going to kick her head in. Might kill her. Might actually kill her. This all stems from Alex's most recent ex, Alice, coming forward. The point of her doc is to show Alex would take small things and turn them into huge arguments. She doesn't want to come over till he's done with work, and he's like, how about you don't come over at all? Please, off. She says, I'm annoying for saying I still want to see you. He's so mad that he's unironically using caps lock. Permanently. Oh my god.
Damn.
Shut the fuck up. Alex is very passionate about standing up for SA victims. He talks about how 3 to 4...
And by the way, this is like... there is a mistake made here. Don't effing engage with that. If you know the person is that toxic, just stop engaging with them. Just say your piece, hey, I'm not interested in this, I have no time or something like that, just so they calm down and look for somebody else, and then just don't engage with it. Most of the times that's fine. And yes, I know it's easier said than done, but for F's sake, if I can do it, you can do it. It's that simple. Damn.
Times a year he has to kick friends out of his group for it.
So like it's been this thing now. I was talking to Fraser about it the other day. We were like, this is like a recurring theme in our group of friends. Happens like 2 to 3 times a year.
Yeah.
For the last 3 years. That's mental.
Yeah.
It should not be like that.
Well, so what are you saying, that
People get accused of
being
racist or pedophiles or just like being generally just like.
Where does this guy live? Is it the
Yeah, by the way, where does this guy live? Yes, first of all, that. And second of all, if you always pick, like, he doesn't say it like, hey, this was like last year, one guy was like a freak and damn, we just had to kick him out. No, this is on a regular basis. What the F is wrong with you? This is a gigantic red flag, by the way. If you have someone who tells you that, run. Run the F away. Run the F away. If it's constant. Because I am a lone wolf type character most of the time. Like, of course I like to socialize a bit, or it's just fine. But most of the time I rather have my peace. This is my outlet. I do stuff with my friends, with my family, everything of this nice shebang. But hey, pond. Yeah, it's fine. Like, just okay. Nice. Good. Now let me my peace for F's sake. It's fine. And if that's the case, okay, that's one thing. But if somebody goes out like him, like he said something like that all people don't like me, and we always have this one guy that... and it's on a regular basis. Look twice at it. It's honestly, it's pretty disgusting behavior like that. You should be wary of that. Because if somebody just doesn't like people, it's one thing. If somebody always kicks somebody else and it's always the other guy and it's always the other thing and it's always one thing after the other, yeah, you're next. Don't believe that. Watch out.
Predator neighborhood, all the people on Kicker streaming at?
I drove 4 freaking hours today for you guys. 4 hours to investigate another pedophile village.
Everyone here, for the most part, is a sex offender down here? Got it. That's not you?
Oh, I got sex charges, yeah.
This time it's Alex's turn to be kicked out of the friend group, with everyone abandoning him. Memulus says, this is one of the worst situations I've ever seen in my life. Wow, out of the 4 years they've known each other, 16 friends they've allegedly kicked out. Alex is apparently the worst case. Alex frames himself as a leader when it comes to standing up for SA victims and dealing with predators. He's very sympathetic towards their cause. In 2017, he accused Zaptai of being a diagnosed sociopath.
Ed told me about 4 or 5 days ago now that he was a diagnosed sociopath.
Ed would say, no, that's not true. I was actually diagnosed with major depressive disorder. He also framed Ed as a...
Okay, good. Major depressive disorder, but even if somebody is diagnosed with sociopathy, it's most of the time, or a lot of people that are diagnosed with it are still normal human beings that actually try to go in. Or at least that's my experience in it. I'm not saying you should actively search out, but if they don't hide it, that's actually quite a good thing, or relatively good thing. But they also, if they are non-violent, that's also like fine, because if they try, it's just a freaking hard thing to do. By the way, there is a reason why I have IMALLEXX as a character, because most people say I am pretty heartless, and most of the time I am. I didn't get diagnosed with any of those things, by the way, but I mean, I can be freaking heartless, and I mean really heartless. So a lot of people are like, hey, damn, bro, F. But at the end of the day, hey, true as a freaking match. No, it's fine. Like most, just be wary. Just be wary. I don't even know where I wanted to go with that one. It's just be wary.
Pedo when she said she was 17 and Ed was 20. Later, she said she was 16 with Ed breaking up with her a couple weeks after.
When we had our conversations, I gave him my Twitter and my bio had a fake age on it. 17.
Then she revealed to have catfished him when she was actually 13.
Are you that dense? Zaptai was dating a 13-year-old girl. That's what he got outed for.
Apparently, I am that dense because all evidence points to Ed having no idea that she was younger than 16 years old.
They never met, they never exchanged nudes, but that didn't stop Alex from pushing forward these allegations, going after anyone for trying to correct the story. Hey, Tommy C, did you send your dick to underage girls too? No matter what your thoughts are on Zaptai, this was not how to handle it. It was a mess and a story that wouldn't be corrected for another 2 years. Now, Alex did admit that he didn't handle it well and that he never—
2 years of this. Damn. Like, if somebody's that toxic and did this big of a oopsie, like, this is disgusting. What the F? Man.
wanted to take a part in something like it again.
So it was hard. It's the hardest thing I'm ever gonna have to do on the platform. And in comparison for how hard it is, because nothing like that is ever gonna happen again. Like, I refuse to allow it. Yeah. I'm never gonna talk about anything like that ever again. Like, it could turn out that somebody raped somebody. You're never gonna get a fucking word out of me.
2 years later, in 2019, Alex accused his friend Slazo, using out-of-context messages and jokes to frame him as an SA predator.
Oh my god, and this is a constant with this guy. As I said, if you have someone that does this on a regular basis, just be wary for F's sake. Don't even start a relationship with her. And I don't mean specifically a romantic relationship. I mean any kind of relationship with those people. Sorry, I had to sneeze. It's just... what the fuck? This is a constant. And that's why, no matter who actually writes down to me, hey, let's do this collab, let's do this, because I had already two people that were like, hey, we're both like smaller things like that and blah blah blah. I was like, for F's sake, watch their content and purely toxic human beings. I was like, no, thank you for the freaking thing, but no. And also, I'm pretty stupid if it comes to collab, so no, I really don't know how to freaking get around and get the information I want, or to build up this channel through the socializing thing on YouTube specifically. So there's that.
Slazo would make a video adding in context proving his innocence, and Alex would double down, saying, I don't want to be friends with someone who admits to be controlling of a 14-year-old. Slazo was 16, by the way. I don't know why he would word it like that unless his intentions are to be as malicious as possible.
This is irrelevant. This is the one thing I'm gonna say. If you have a freaking some kind of relationship like that with a freaking child, no. It doesn't matter if they say 14 or 16, it's the same. At least for me, it's the same shit. It doesn't really matter in that case. It's still disgusting. But I will agree, if it's a 14 or a 16-year-old, it's still a mistake that he made. So, yeah, okay, I'm gonna give you that.
He'd also make a Twitter video admitting that he knew that Shay was being dishonest about some of the claims.
And obviously now Michael's video has come out where he's debunked some of the things that were put in there. First of all, I already knew that some of the screenshots that were used in Chase Twit Longer were jokes. I was very much aware of that. But I never had an issue with that, and I want to make that clear.
He doesn't think it's a problem because he wrote it. I didn't know this, but when talking to Blues Dank on stream the other night, he revealed that Alex wrote the draft for Shay's Twit Longer.
Rumors, I don't know if maybe you can clarify this or not. I've heard rumors that Alex wrote portions or drafts of her statement for her. Like in a similar way that like...
I ended up finding out that multiple people wrote their own versions of a statement, and then like parts were picked apart. I think this was Alex's story, but... it was like she had come to them with Hyoj and they were like, help us write this because we're stupid, we don't know how to word it properly. In other words, saying, how do we actually manipulate this in the best way possible to fuck this guy over. That's how I originally saw it when they were talking like that.
This is from a server. Alex says, look, I reckon we need to try and get this out soon. Want to make sure he can't continue. Whatever makes that happen, I support. Hyojin then replies, with events coming up, I want to make sure no one else associates with them. How crazy is it that Slazo's two biggest accusers, Alex and Hyojin, would then legitimately be accused? Hyojin was accused by her partner for hitting them so hard their head bounced off the wall. She then grabbed a knife and pointed at them and herself. She went to jail for this. Alex would eventually apologize for the Slazo situation, but then he would go on True Jordy's podcast and act like he was pressured by so many people to do what he did.
Like with the stuff that happened with me, it wasn't just like, oh, my mate got accused of some really terrible things and then like confronted him. It was like, no, 20.
That's the typical, it's not my fault, it's your fault, because, yeah, it cannot be my fault because I'm a perfect human being. Even James, for F's sake, actually, yeah, I'm just gonna say, a commenter of mine is just like, just showing them my perspective on freaking lolly things, or a bit, not entirely, but there is some refining I had to do, and this is just a sign of something where yes, you are changing. And then you have someone like this that is like, no, it's not my fault that I'm thinking the thing that I'm thinking. It's not because I am a stupid fuck. It's just because, well, I am perfect. This has to be someone else's fault. So F you for that. No, just suck a rooster.
See other full-time YouTubers when, if you don't go this way, we all think it's this way.
Yeah.
They go, you know, like you've got to really join in on this side. Like this is the way that it's like, this is the way you think it's going to go. And you're not thinking it going, oh man, there's a lot to gain from this. Nobody's ever thinking that. But it's one of those things where when you suddenly have like 20 people call you up, it's like a terrifying experience.
It's the same thing he said about the Zaptai allegations.
Every DM, every day, every hour. Ed this, Ed that. Ed's your best friend. When are you going to tell these people? When are you going to tell that people?
Don't be fooled. He was the one pressuring people behind the scenes, telling them not to apologize.
I was one of the people that was like, no, apologizing is a terrible idea.
Didn't they say it like it was like a coup? Like if you apologize, then you've cut like.
Well, I was told I shouldn't apologize because I was getting named a lot, and I was like, well, I feel like I should say sorry for even just the tweet I made.
I don't believe he's innocent. I don't think he's innocent at all. Che may not also be innocent and may have hid stuff and used jokes to try and maybe push a certain agenda. But at the same time, the stuff that Michael admitted to is stuff that makes me not want to be friends with somebody who is capable of doing those things, even the things he admitted to.
This is all Slazo admitted to in his relationship when he was 16 years old.
I was emotionally unavailable. I didn't give you the support you needed. I was overly focused on certain physical things. I was a controlling asshole, you know? I was a dick, and I'm sorry for that.
Alex acts like he cares a lot about SA and the victims.
Okay.
He doesn't. It's only for public perception. While on vacation with his girlfriend, she opens up about her SA, and he demeans her the whole time. I opened up to him about my SA trauma that I had been through myself. In response to this, he tells me that he doesn't want to know what's been done to me by other guys. I ended up leaving into another room crying, because you're weird bringing up this shit on our first holiday. Ruin every moment. I have no fond memories with you. Actually none. She asks, what's the point of saying all this? This guy sucks. When I say his entire brand is a lie, I mean down to the t-shirts. His brand is internet sensation. It's supposed to be a self-aware, deprecating joke. So I may do YouTube, but I'm still self-aware and in touch.
Also, the internet sensation shirts are officially gone now. We sold like 40 of them. It's incredible. I actually can't believe that any of them sold in the first place. You're insane, but it's a meme.
He continues this brand to this very day.
Before we do that, there is 7 days until the internet sensation .shop clothing line officially relaunches.
But as it turns out, it's not ironic. He actually just believes this. His girlfriend was excited and inspired to start her YouTube and streaming channel, and Alex big leagues her. And what I will do for you, just take it for granted. I could change your life forever. You couldn't do that for me. I can do everything I want alone. It's so easy to sit there like everyone else and cry about it being mean. Imagine trying to teach retards like you and my mates. She says, I have a job, and he goes, it's f***ing annoying. You don't. And she replies, I do. You don't even listen. F*** off, Alice. You should be grateful that someone with the expertise I actually have tried talking to you about something like this. She's like, I just wanted to tell you about this pie in the sky dream I have, and you're taking it so seriously. It's a dream of mine. Shut the fuck up. You know what I meant. So kill yourself. Please. You're a girlfriend. Genuinely bad at it, you dumb whore. N-word, that's the truth. I don't even know why I explained the bag. Just hate people making it seem like what I'm doing is actually rude. Oh, well, that's a crappy feeling, Alex. I'm sorry you feel that way. Kill yourself. I just told you how to make 6 figures, so fuck off. It's annoying. Dumb. You passed up on genuine knowledge. Cry. Gay. Hey, bro, how about you just be supportive and let her have fun figuring it out? Instead, he's spurging and calls.
I've gone. You could do this, but you might be able to do that, but you might be able to do that, and you might be able to do this, and this might work, but you might be able to do that. And it sounds fucking mental. I don't even understand how you could possibly actually follow along to it. Like, most of my friends struggle to actually understand what I'm saying. But that's why I'm a professional, and you're all not.
Internet sensation, everybody. Wow.
By the way, if people struggle, a lot of people struggle, what you are explaining, it's on you. Because everything, if you're not mentally handicapped, everyone can understand everything, basically. That's just how it is. The jobs that are here, driven by people, made by people, or even just go to people like that people are involved with, is made by people and it's for people. It's made in a way where people can do it, and everyone, basically everyone can do it. And maybe not everyone does it because they don't wanna or they don't have the skill for it, and it's fine. But every single human being can understand this stuff. And if you're explaining it wrong, that's on you. And after a while, after being alive for a few decades at this point, if you actually explain someone something halfway decently, they will understand. They will understand everything. They might not replicate it. They might not do it in a few seconds. They might not even like it. But that's fine. That's okay. But they will understand what you're doing. And it's also possible that somebody just can't explain stuff. That's also fine. There are people that actually have a hard time of explaining stuff. But if you're that kind of person, you just have to accept it and say, okay, I get it. I'm just bad at explaining stuff. Can I make it better? And that's all. You just go in, try to get better, and it's fine. It's just fine. It will be fine after a while. But if you go stale like him and just everyone's fault, not you, then yeah, that's the end.
He's so humble.
You think you can just ignore them because like, well, what's the worst that can happen? I don't know. Your boyfriend's a fucking famous internet celebrity and doesn't trust these people because he has to keep his circle small. Because you might not have anything to lose, because your life might be down the fucking drain, but I still have quite a lot that I would like to fucking give. You're making it incredibly fucking hard for me.
Is any part of him authentic? Even the big speech he gave about not saying the N-word casually anymore was a lie.
I know. People have been bringing up that old video of me on Twitter a lot recently, and I understand why. And I get it. And I have addressed it on multiple podcasts. I've addressed it on multiple Instagram live streams. But it's obviously, I'm not going to hide away from it. And it's important for me to address it now. Now, I personally believe, because I wasn't calling somebody it, but I was talking about the word in context, that it was okay to say. It obviously wasn't. It obviously wasn't okay to say. And the video's old, and it's removed. And frankly, I'm ashamed every time I see it get tweeted at me. It really makes me sad, because I know that I shouldn't have done it.
Meanwhile, he's just letting it fly in text messages. She has him saved in his phone as racist N-word. He's using it while he's angry at her.
You don't clean up after yourself. Nigga, neither do you. So, leave it. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
He proudly states to his audience that he's grown and he no longer...
Damn it! Well, I'm just gonna let it out like this. I hope this is fine. I won't get any punishments from it. God, I hate this. The N-word, for F's sake. I really have a freaking friend I call this. It's of course a I think of me between me and my friend, and it's just fine. But damn, man, I despise this. Okay, it's fine.
Uses the N-word. That's a lie. He claims the internet sensation branding is a joke. While in the meantime, big leaguing his girlfriend.
Boyfriend's a fucking famous internet celebrity. So that's why I'm a professional and you're all not.
And he claims he cares about victims, blindly pushing allegations, but when it comes to his own girlfriend's essay, he starts a fight with her. Cause you're fucking weird, bringing up weird shit on holiday. This is his brand, internet sensation, or as people have more accurately redubbed it, I accuse my friends of rape.
You will have a career for way longer and probably make way more money if you are actually just a nice person.
I'm gonna fucking bash your fucking head against the wall with a brick.
There's no other way around it. Alex put his hands on this girl. It's not just violent threats like, I'm going to fucking kill you, I'm going to break your neck. He admits to doing it. She was cleaning in preparation for his parents coming over. He asked for tasks he could do to help. She told him to wipe the sides of the counter and take out the bins, and he freaked out. On the way out of the kitchen, he kicked her in the back. You kicked me. And Alex replies, you psychotic freak, I'm not dealing with this. You think what you did in the kitchen was normal? After yesterday, you pulled the same shit. And I told you not to, woman. Later, he'd say, I insulted you. I shouldn't have kicked you. Trying to pull you towards me in an argument was wrong. The pulling allegations comes from Alice saying he pulled her on the floor, put her in a headlock, and covered her mouth while she's screaming at him to get off of her. Not enough proof of this, though, so...
Ooh. Okay.
Let's stick to what's been confirmed, and that is a kick. What do you think, Alex? Is that fair?
Shit annoys me because I have so many mind-numbing conversations with YouTubers where they're like, yeah, but he's my mate. And I'm like, did you read the fucking allegations? Did you read like the 7 TikTok videos that were posted about that? And they go, no. And I go, read his DMs. You know, read the DMs, man. Read the fucking DMs.
Cool. Guilty. After Alice was kicked, she would secretly start a recording, probably for her own safety, and just like Alice stated, Alex is screaming and ranting at her the whole time over a counter needing to be wiped.
Like earlier, you're miserable about making a kitchen. All you have to do is say what it is and it's fixed. It's fine. You don't have to, like, you don't clean up after yourself. Nigga, neither do you. So, leave it. It's fine.
She hardly says 2 words as he follows her around, ranting at her.
You don't even want us to pay for any of it. So, who really fucking cares what you have to say? Yeah, sorry I forget about to fucking clean the sides sometimes. I got bigger fish to fry.
Alice would break up with him after this, and when she would go back to pick up her stuff, it was all smashed. He threatened to throw them outside, a 4K setup. I found everything on the floor taken apart. The keyboard was smashed. He claims the keys had fallen off my keyboard when he was packing it all away. When I got home, I plugged in everything, and I found both my monitors smashed to bits. The keyboard broken, and the camera too. Alex would then try to riz her back by bragging about doing everyday things. Go on, let me cook. The house is clean. I just put out the bins. Hot, sweaty emoji. She says this isn't hot, it's basic living. When he realized Alice wasn't coming back, he spammed her with messages. It starts off sweet, but ends real demanding. Why are you ignoring me? DMs, 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 DMs. Alex would pick up that she planned on going public with this, so Alex would threaten her so she'd stay quiet. If you end up posting stuff, it'll end up being a huge problem. Don't you want to move on? Alice replies, for you. And he goes, for us. She insists, for you, there is no us. I don't want to talk about you hitting me, and I found text about the cat when you said you punched me. She says, because I didn't and you'd be lying. She reiterates, I didn't punch you over a cat. LOL, is this you saying you're gonna use that? Because do it. He responds, I have stayed dead silent and it isn't enough. He's so desperate. Certainly he knew this would leak. She calls him out. This is your argument. If I speak out about how horrible and abusive you was to me, you're gonna say I hit you over a cat. That's your defense for abusing me for 8 months. He replies, you don't get to hit me at all. The point I'm making is we both hated it, and hurting each other more isn't going to make it right. And you said you slapped me yesterday. I was dreadful. And yep, this is the moment Alex is going to bring up something he's never cared about to try and frame her as the abuser. And she admits, yes, I slapped you in the face 1 time. Name a girl who hasn't slapped a huge asshole. Should she have slapped him? No. Though I think Alex actually cares about getting slapped. No, he's using it as a threat to try and silence her. There's no other way about it. So just to put this in perspective, in 2017, Alex went forward with the zap tie allegations without knowing the full story.
Everybody who knew Ed knew he was...
Okay, by the way, Willy actually did a really good job here showing the entire thing, because this is definitively extremely abusive behavior. This entire thing is disgusting, to be honest. And it's just, in a way, that's manipulation one-on-one. It's just, he does a really good thing about it. Like, This was quite good. Love bombing, hating, then just the toxicity, and then being like, oh no, I'm sorry, I didn't do it. Like, he is freaking on top of his game here. And this girl, like, after seeing this, what Willy just shown, damn. Honestly, damn. That's just... What the F? Like, what the actual fuck? This... How can you, like, for those who hear it, how the F can you actually go out of the way of something like this? First of all, learn to read human beings. And I mean reading, like, okay, you can, to a certain degree at least, just look at it and just read the situation correctly and be like, oh, okay, this is what happens, this and this type behavior, this happens so often every time, like, this and this happens, those are those small things, and just try to invest your time in it and just be like, if this is how the person acts right now, how will it be if we know each other or are alone or something like that? And it's just, I know it's a hard thing to do, but over time you will learn it and just dodge those people. And if you're done with them, then just say, okay, I'm done. Ciao, bello. No, none of this is here. You're just not, you're not it. And don't be like, yeah, you're not worth my time. Don't engage with them. Just be, okay, good. I'm done. Ciao. And they will, most of the times they will stop. They will just because it's boring for them. They know they can't get anything out of you, so they will just stop most of the times. And if they still harass you, well, we know that police is useless, so just try to do something else, because for the extreme cases, I don't know what to say to you. Because I myself, I am a strong guy, I know how to defend myself, and it's just like, and I also cut people like that almost instantly out of my life if they are in front of me. So that's the experience. The only time that this really happened to me after this was my first GF, as I said, was really abusive, and after that I actually learned how to dodge it or just not engage with people like that. But it was also a thing of years and years of experience with that. So try certainly to do your best and try to actually read between my words in it, because stuff like that happens all the time. It's all the time, but how to act to it is most of the time just cut it off out of your life and stop engaging with it. That's the best thing I can actually say, and try to, well, provide you information on. Like, yeah.
It's pretty let down not just his friends, but himself.
In 2019, he wrote the Slazo allegations without knowing the full story.
I don't believe he's innocent. I don't think he's innocent at all.
Now in 2024, when he's been exposed with his own allegations, he tries to pull a fast one and frame his girlfriend as the abuser to try and silence the full story.
Is it worth losing your whole career over?
This guy's a rat.
So nice.
Yep. As Willy actually correctly said, he's a rat. So don't engage with it. Just stomp it out. It's fine.
I treat her badly, but she comes back every time.
These allegations towards Alex are not perfect. It's clear context is missing at certain points of the conversation. Some clips are cut into the perfect 15-second length.
Your head against the wall with a brick.
But even still, the evidence is overwhelming. It's an 82-page doc backed up by voice clips of Alex crying, admitting he was the worst person ever.
With work and stuff, I know that you were just trying to enjoy it, and I was making it unenjoyable for you because I wasn't having fun. So I believed that everybody else shouldn't have fun and that you shouldn't have fun, and that I convinced myself that life is miserable. I let you down.
Damn, masterfully done. Manipulation, like, this guy knows his fucking stuff. Like, the timing on it is perfect. It's like, it's in a freaking film. Because normally, if you're actually sad about something like that, you, how can I say it? If somebody starts to cry, it's a bit of a different feeling. it's not that the timing is always like that. You actually get out the information, and it's like you're breaking. It's not like this that it's getting always worse, and all the time it's getting. No, it's not like that. Normally, if you have someone who does that, they just break down. It's not the same. It's not like prepared like this is. This is a film thing, not an actual thing that happens in real life. And like, don't get me wrong, of course it can happen to some degree, but most of the time, nah, fam. People, if they get out information, they try to stay strong. They try to be like, yep, standing on this, and either they break or they just do, but not like this step by step going in and just being a bit more upset every second they are talking about. Nah, that's not how this works. In my personal experience.
And I don't deserve to be forgiven.
Don't worry, bro. I got you. Everybody's got you. I want to stress that this couldn't have happened to a more deserving person. He's carelessly pushed so many false allegations, so many half stories. If his audience believes that he put Alice in a headlock and held her mouth shut as she screamed, good. If his audience believes Annie when she says he made up the rape portion of the Slazo allegations, good. If his audience believes that Alex is a racist and he convinced Alice into being a racist because they casually said the N-word to each other, good. Because if it was anyone else, Alex wouldn't question a thing. He wouldn't even reach out for comment. I did, because even if he's not innocent, I think hearing both stories matters. But he wouldn't, not even for his friends. So bye-bye, subscribe to the channel. Bye.
WillyMacShow, damn, this is something...
Innocent, I think hearing both stories matters.
This is something that not a lot of people say. This is something that I actually, now I respect WillyMacShow way more. Because if you heard it correctly, yes, hearing both sides is important. Now, why is it that way? Because you actually can learn from the side of the abuser how he does it. What does the person do? How can I dodge it for me, myself? So I don't get into it again. How is this person thinking? So I can see the patterns. And actually do a better thing next time for myself and for the people that I am surrounded by and those who I love, so I can protect them better. And yes, both sides are important, because it could be that it's just a simple... that the other side tries to manipulate you, the victim side tries to manipulate you, and you just don't get it until you hear both sides. And it's like right now, I fully believe that this guy is actually an abuser. Let's not kid ourselves here. And it's still really important to hear his side, just purely out of the freaking way of knowing, okay, how does he manipulate? Why does he do it? Is it like something that I can be wary of? And thank you, Willy. Yeah. Good thing to say, in my opinion. But as it is, acolytes, good night.